Yamamu nyina akwa abakase ndie twato enne anadwi eno ena ye ne mo eche UTV so ne fiye wo ship house abeka junction enkran yenhwe ensema wa babetie no ebi
Mampenebe ye chire se oman nyina enka bom se na be ya yebetumi aboa ne ba atorenchem ne ade a eto man Ghana yetumi edisunkunim
Oru Abdullahi Jinapo e de ato aban enim se de petrol bo ekoso akese no one for price stabilization recovery levy enye djuma ema Ghana for
Sansura da woni echem na shebe djuma dom kuma no ba no dani eche se gi ho ka djuma no enipa ya djuma ho no adros dodo enso adjuma no de on ba abonten se output no ana se ene mo ye ba abonten no so eyade a esua
Prophet Akwasi Sapon e de abrante bi e friend Francis Ewusi kogina court se wagu ne din ho fi ama court ahye se abrante ni entua damage 6,000 Ghana cedis ema oman no
Ebra so abetra se ne atwetwe nkomo ene ye hwe se omampani ni oman kasae nanso fa ngo bo no kwa na ekosoro kwan ben ene also oman efa so enhyehyɛ ne nsi kwan mu ya na eno ene ne mpanifo betra se ne atwe nkomo ye de ensewu ye bra no medin edi anim ado mene
Obahima Efiache seed
Yerasiro ne dan ni edi akom Ghana mampani abedi achi His Excellency Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ono ene one edom atwetwe nkomo efa ewiem bobre ene kwan ede atorenchem ne ade eba na no kyese nyina enka mom na se ne bi ba emwa yetumi ediso enkunim
2022 Group on Earth Observations GEO workshop akoso won Kramantem hanom enhyiemu we no e de empanifo mu ni mu de eba no atorencha mahodo eba beja wiase nyina so ewo afana baabia no mbetimi ato adwene de afa no mahwe kwampa befa so aso ano no mfrifri amama hodo so aba betwa hia wonum ba beboa ewo saa kwan no eso na mampani abedi eche Dr. Laji Mamadou Bawumia ekokasa ewo dwumedie no ase eno mu edi ebie ano enti opening no ekoso no eno ba bekasa achese atorencha mbiti se esubrantam aya na eyiniti afei so ohyew brane asisi ana babeja adasan nyina so a aya na ama hohiahia akwakoto adasan afei so eja hyehye ene ensase a enane ene atorencha magodo a wogidi se aya na anonso ano na akwakoye den ene wo kire se wono mfa hye pa bi ti se sika yebetimi aboabo ano ne de asie de hia dem na se bibi se asie a wo betimi de aso ano afei so se wo betimi apekwampa stronger monitoring system ana se kwampa ebia wo betimi de omani adi akire na wonum atimi aye huntehunu womo hunu ne ebia bi beba besi no matimi ahunu kwan ya ombefa so aso womo ombefa sa oha we nyina na se oha no beba beja omo so no ano no matimi de abo omo no mo so ade omo ho edi afri mu ogidi se ewiase nyina tu anamo wo sa kwan so a ebetimi aboa wo kwan bi so na fesa oha no yetimi aso ano na adasa ankwa hunyehiem ebra bibisa ebesi a wode ensem no atu edwase.
We are reminded of the major environmental, climatic, economic, and social challenges confronting Earth. Evidence of melting glaciers, rising carbon emissions, and rapid degradation of the Earth's natural resources keeps getting stronger each year. Recent heat waves and wildfires in Europe and severe storms and floods unleashed in some parts of Africa, the Americas, and Asia have contributed to severe destruction and displaced thousands of people. These events reinforce our resolve to continue working collaboratively and to find innovative solutions to build resilient economies, secure food and water systems, and ensure the sustainable management of our planet.
Eba no my Ghana mu atorencha mahodo aya na eyiniti no mampani abedi akire edetudwa se wone empanifo ahodo ahia ama wo agi policy bi anase nhye bi atomu a wo de ba beboa e wota kwan so ebra atorencha mbisa no ebeyiniti e wo my Ghana mu.
We are happy to inform you that Cabinet has approved the Ghana Space Policy and the implementation plan that will enable full operationalization of the Ghana Space Agency next year. We extend an invitation to you all to partner with us to embark on this exciting journey.
Ranking member Osha Mines any energy hon some so e o mrahye bedwam. Hey Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo ɔde adesre ato mampanyini sikasɛm so afo anim sɛ the petrol ne bɔ no kɔsoro na ɔmanfo esu no ɛbɛyɛ anka ɔmfa price stabilization and recovery levy no ɛnyɛ adwuma ɛnso Ghana for asene.
One would have thought that following the national address by His Excellency the President, things will begin to cushion down or cool down. It is sad. It is really, really sad to note that fuel price today is going through the roofs. At the beginning of the year, fuel that was selling at 6.5 cedi per liter has now increased by 300% in less than 1 year. The price of fuel at the pump has increased by more than 300%. Indeed, today, fuel is more costly than even the minimum wage. I've never witnessed that in my life. Today, as we speak, a gallon of diesel sells at about 105 Ghana cedi. The ordinary Ghanaian is suffering. Workers are suffering, teachers are suffering, MPs are suffering, even the man on the street is suffering.
The journalists.
You journalists, you are even suffering the more because you have to be moving up and down to cover stories. It is sad. It is very, very sad. But even more importantly, I wish to place on record that this government is making so much money from the Ukraine-Russian war. In the 2022 budget, government projected that it will receive a total amount of about 6 billion for the whole of 2022. That is what was projected in the budget. Today, as we speak, from the PIAC report, in less than 3 months, and I mean just 1 quarter, government has received over 8 billion cedis from our petroleum resources. So in 3 months, government has received more than it projected for the whole year. So government is making supernormal profit. In fact, even the price stabilization and recovery levy, which is supposed to subsidize fuel, government projected that in the first 2 quarters, it will receive 269 million. As we speak, from the Ministry of Finance's own record, government has received about 800 million. And so this notion that government is not making revenue is a fallacy. It's a complete falsehood. Government is making so much money from our petroleum resources. I therefore call on President Akufo-Addo and the outgoing Minister of Finance that they should do something about this price increment. They should sit up and think outside the box and apply these huge supernormal profits to cushion the ordinary Ghanaian. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel very sad as a member of parliament when on a daily basis I receive calls from my members in the constituency who cannot even afford 1 square meal a day. People cannot even send their kids to school because of the exorbitant fuel prices, which is having a cascading effect on food prices and the general cost of living. We hold the view that government can do something about the fuel price increment. Government must sit up, government must do something, and government must cushion the ordinary Ghanaian. It is indeed sad. Wallahi, wallahi, the people of Ghana are suffering. Yeah. And something must be done.
Yɛtɔ asɛm so da ho a ɛwɔ mmarahyɛ bedwam na dɔmkuma no baa no de honorable Haruna Idrisu ɛna ɔde nsɛm ato ɔsɔfo a ɔhwɛ aban enyuma ɛso nsɛm so kyerɛ sɛ adwuma kɔdin ɛde Gihok ɛna yɛm kontabuo ho nsɛm ɛbɛpie mmarahyɛ bedwam no kyerɛ sɛ na nipa ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ ɔha ɛne aduosia nkron na nso apia kɔ ahanum ɛne aduosia num na ɔkyerɛ sɛ na nka de hia ne sɛ nipa no dɔɔsa na nka adwuma no so ɛkɔ soro ɛne mo mo yɛ ɛyɛ bebre na kyerɛ sɛ nipa dɔm a ɛfɔ no mfa so aba so no nso kyerɛ sɛ ibie ne wa ɛkyerɛ saa ntesoafo no emra no meyi anu yie ɛromahyɛ betwam
How can an entity like GIHOC have employee population of 552? Anybody running it, if it was his private enterprise, will he do that? And Mr. Speaker, we should compare them. If you take GIHOC today, let's compare it to any other private entity like Casapreco, which is doing very well, and probably in the same production of similar products. You cannot increase staff numbers from 169 to 552. So, Minister, we will need you to come back and tell us what steps you are taking, because there must be a relationship between those numbers and productivity. Even Ghana, part of our problem is the pretense of a bloated public service. We don't have the courage to downsize our public service. And then a private entity, Mr. Speaker, my honest view, what business has the government of Ghana in producing alcohol? What business? The government should go and provide an enabling environment for some private sector person. No, but what business have government got doing producing alcohol? What business have government got? List it as part of your divestiture state enterprises and make sure that you give it out to a viable private sector Ghanaian. Casapreco is a Ghanaian entrepreneur who is doing well. Why must the state even be putting money into GIHOC?
Speaker, we have walked this path before. These enterprises created by the state in the area of transportation, for instance. We have seen the collapse of Ghana Railways. We are trying to bring it back again. We have seen the collapse of Ghana Airways. We have seen the collapse of OSA. In the area of transportation, we have all collapsed, even though private enterprises involved in them are making huge profits. Our focus was on employment. And that is why we should recline and do what is necessary. Mr. Speaker, their report is telling us that the Auditor General said they were unable, and I'm quoting, we are unable to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence about the debtors and creditors balance in the company's statement of financial position as of 31st December 2019. It is the Auditor General who, under 187, should set the standard. This is the way to prepare your books and submit the fraud. If you're not conforming, it is for them to tell them that we are not able to audit your accounts because you have neglected to fulfill the obligations imposed by Article 187.4, which says the public accounts of Ghana and of all other persons or authorities referred to in clause 2 of this article shall be kept in such form as the Auditor General shall approve. So the Auditor General sets the standard for you, the benchmarks for you, and refuse to conform. They should not have anything to do with the accounts of that institution. As simple as that. So, Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Employment, Social Welfare, and State Enterprises should be pushing for this. That we are not doing this because you refuse to submit to the Auditor General and report same to us, and then what to do will then be enforced by this House. That's the way to go. Because we cannot be dealing with partially prepared reports, not submitted to the Auditor General for their own consideration and report to us. What's your business then?
Bese enfie mienu nie na osofo Oda Cross of Miracle Chapel ano Prophet Akwesi Sapon edi abrantie bi friend Francis Ewusi ekọ PM Okaneshi Magistrate Court aden a o se abrantie na tena YouTube so aguni din ho fin enne wadi asem no awie ahye se abrantie Francis Ewusi entua 6,000 Ghana cedis se sika eye damage emfama omai no
Ghana ha obi a peso trend ya no wafa me sofo Kwesi Sapon me picture na wode aye de wo so ye obi ho no ma wo modin na wakata ifa Burkina last 2 years ana me hu se ayi bi ekoso e wo social media nipa mienu te ho a omo kasa baako de bakata nanim kra na baako nso nkata nanim omo se me makum meyire asie no de na ye ma sɔre na me ne akwala a wɔwɔ bosome baako da na masan kumi papa nua bi nso aka ho me nso mehwɛ o mabrabo mu a me ba wi asa wade kora frɛ na wade mpo me ngware bi da ɛna me papa mpo ni nua bɛɛ ma mpo na wakowu na makofa funu na beto ma sɔre dem ti ma me ma polisifoɔ asoteɛ ti baako a yakata nanim ne deɛ ɛden sɛ obetumi anya na baako nkata nanim ne deɛ yensa kan no na ɔno kora yɛ sɔfoɔ a yɛ frɛ no Evangelist Francis Awusi a no ɔwɔ Germany a ɔmate ko bi yɛ frɛ mu holiness foɔ ti polisifoɔ do ɔmo nsa kan no yɛde ne ba court ebe gyina mmaranim na ahwɛ ne witness statement bibi a wɔtwerɛ yɛde ba yɛde a wɔse oni evidence bia na sɛbi nipa mpo a ɔmo de begyina hɔ ɛde bibi kata n'anim no mpo ɔnyɛ kɔnfoɔ nti na court no ɛde ne judgment ba ya court na hyɛ sɛ Evangelist Francis Awusi a ɔyɛ holiness sɔfoɔ no ɔnkɔ abɔnten baabi wɔtena egu mi sɔfo Kwesi Sapom anim aseɛ ɔnkɔ pakyɛw na ɔnsa nkɔ Daily Graphic ɛnkɔ pakyɛw na ɔnsa nkɔ Peace FM ɛnkɔ kankyerɛ mansan nyina hyɛ animguase a wɔn de gu mi sɛ me Kwesi Sapom aku me yere no me nware korada na abasa me yiri mpu akowu na saa de we yakɔso ate na yare ho sɛm kɛseɛ paa ɛwɔ Ghana obi a pɛse opagya agye so ogina obi kon so we anya dunsini we anya wiasini ɔsɔfoɔ mu a ɛpɛse ɔwɔ Germany na ɔbɛte asɔre wɔ Ghana nti wafa mi poto akogu internet so ape obi akata nanim so ɔyɛ kefrɛ ni konfo K2 wabrɛ nipa no mpokura anya konfo anya hwee small boy ɛne yafa ne di bibia kɔkata nanim sɛne ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo bɛgu mi Kwesi Sapom anim aseɛ na ɔmo atrende ɛde ɔmo ayɛ ɔmo asɔre minsia ne da menya sɛ bi kura bɛhyia ne mi wiase mpo da no wakasa ma ayɛ ne bɔne no ɔde bɔne mpo otua meka minsia Evangelist Awusi da minim ne baabi ya da na wensu nya ade baako a wayɛ o ni program na wayɛ na wɔ mu a no ape obi na ɔma bɔne pa na ɔma bɛka bibi na ɔmo de agu mi ho fi ɛnyɛ we gwa na we de wɔ kɔfa na media
yɛde kaseɛ bɛkɔ ahomegyem yɛba enima do ne mpanyifo bɛtena se na nkɔmɔ a ɛwɔ hɔ no wɔn de aba yɛkɔ aba